Okay, hi. I am trying to use this microphone for the first time. So I'm going to have to wait until someone comes in to let me know that it's working. I think it is working because y'all know my voice been going in and out and I be yelling. Like I rewatched it back and I was like, oh my gosh, I am yelling. Oh. So I'm going to try to use this microphone so that I don't have to yell like a crazy woman. Let's see. I'm gonna put this on. If you're watching, let me know in the chat that you can hear me. This is my first time using a microphone, so we want to make sure that it works. I did a test video, so hopefully it's working. Because I watched myself back and I was just like, I really be yelling. I don't know if it's because I'm trying to project. I don't know, but let me get everything set up. Let me know if you guys can hear me, if you're watching me on YouTube specifically, because that's where the microphone is. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me know if y'all can hear me. I'm going to talk a little lower to preserve my voice since I will be on here for about 3.5 hours. All right. So, okay. Um, just letting people join. I'm getting everything set up. We are going to go in order. Yes, honey and lemon water. I know. I've been drinking a lot of tea. I've been doing ginkgo leaf teas because it's for inflammation. So, been doing that. And water and honey and all that good stuff. All right. Well, I guess you can hear me. um, if you guys are new to watching me, we are going to go in order. Oh, yeah, garlic does help. I need to also get some ginger. You said Sagittarius naturally talk loud. Like I was watching a clip of me talking. I was like, oh my God, like I am yelling. So I was like, maybe this will help. Oh no, my Twitch. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Let me end this stream because I don't have it set up correctly. Let me see. Because y'all know I have a million platforms. So let me fix this. I'm on my restream. You're able to do multiple things at once. So I'm on Kick. Wait, no, I'm gonna have to close it. I'm on Kick, Twitch. I'm all over the place. I'm on TikTok. You said we chill. I'm a Sag. That's why she said that. I don't know. I don't think I'm a chill person, so I'm not going to disagree. I'm not chill at all. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just setting up my stream because I had to stop the current stream. I'm live? Okay. Oh, I might have to stop this one. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. My bad. Let's see. Having some technical difficulties. We're going to get started. We're going to go in order, guys, of the zodiac. So we're going to start with Aries. Oh, it's saying I'm still streaming somewhere. How? Let's redo it. That mean, okay, I need to be able to see my chat and stuff because people be crazy. They'll put all kinds of stuff in the chat if I'm not watching. Okay. It seems you're currently streaming. Hold on, let me see. My bad, y'all. I had it set up, and then when I went on my Twitch, you couldn't see me. Oh, yeah, stream started. Oh, here we go. Stop stream. That's crazy. So you can close. I closed it out, and it still was streaming. Note to self: anybody that streams or does any content creation, I closed out the stream. It was still going, so I closed the tab and didn't click in stream. So just take note. Don't be on the stream. One time that happened to me, I was on a stream overnight, so Lord only knows what I was saying and doing. At least the camera was off. All right, but at least y'all can hear me. That's good. No, it wasn't a delay. I had to go stop it. So y'all be careful out there if you have to if y'all do anything like that. Hey, welcome. Hey, Amelia. Yeah, that is how you get caught up for sure. It's a lot of Sages in here. All of y'all are Sagittariuses. Maybe we should do Sag first, but if I start doing that, then I'm gonna get all confused. So I'm just going order, guys. We are near the end, so I already had, a few people complain they want to, they want to be first sometimes. So I'm not gonna mess up the order. We've been keeping the order. So I am gonna go and order the zodiac because yesterday I went backwards. So we're gonna start with Aries today. Um, so yeah, we're gonna do Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sag, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. Also, I did another poll. So today everybody voted for general. So I might keep doing that. Maybe do a what? No inappropriate jokes on TikTok. I already know that that's gonna have a bad answer. Whatever that joke is, whatever that riddle is, no, no, no. We don't. You answer anyway. What was I gonna say? Oh, dang, I forgot. I lost my train of thought reading that. Oh, half horses. Welcome. Thank you for the gift. Thank you. Hi. Mello, what? Okay, we got a Riddler. The Riddler is in here today. All right, y'all. Let me get started. Let me lock in. Happy Friday Eve. Yes. Okay, Mello. All right. Good riddle. Thank you for your joke. Thank you for your joke there. Hilarious. Okay, so I am on YouTube, Kick, Twitch. I did set up my Twitch and TikTok and WAP. All right, so I'm on all my platforms. There's a lot of platforms, y'all. My username is the same on all of them except for Twitch. Twitch is the only one that is EeshUrHeartOut official because somebody has EeshUrHeartOut and I thought it was me, but then it said that my email wasn't connected. I don't know, maybe there's another Aisha out there. So I am Eat Your Heart official on Twitch. I'm going to add all my links to all my social media, but yeah. So I'm on Kick, TikTok, WAP, YouTube, whatever platform you guys want to watch me on. I got the computer, I got the phones, I'm everywhere. So yes. Also, the only way you guys can get personal readings is if you subscribe to the WAP page. That is because the last time I had my TikTok, there was a lot of scam pages of me, and I don't want nobody getting scammed. The only way you can get a reading is if you subscribe to the WAP page. That's just the easiest way to do it. That way, if you email me, you're like, "Oh, did you DM me?" No, here's a link to the readings. Okay. Um, if you do want to do personal readings and you catch me live, you can do a $5 Cash App question. My Cash App is the same as my usernames is Eat Your Heart Out. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Also really quick, I know my OGs, y'all already knew I had a store, like I had the spiritual store up. I do still have those items for sale. Somebody bought Florida waters from me. So if you want something that was on the store like Florida waters, I still have the necklaces. Like this is my Sag necklace, and I did tell y'all it doesn't tarnish, so it is still gold. I've been wearing it, but I do still have the zodiac necklaces. I do still have a few like tarot decks and things like that. But just DM me, if it was anything that you were interested in. Um, and then when you subscribe for readings, you guys can literally unsubscribe at any time. It's no issues. You don't have to do anything extra. Like if you subscribe and you just want one reading, after you get your reading, you just have to go to manage subscriptions and you can unsubscribe and you still, it's perfectly fine to do that. That way you don't have to redo it. And the way that the personal readings work, you get a 30-minute YouTube video, and it is only for you to see. It's not public, it's unlisted. So the only way somebody can see your video is if you share the link with them. Okay, so nobody's going to see your video. I know one time somebody was a little worried because I guess it showed like 2 views instead of one, but that could be as simple as you like clicking it, going out, coming back in. So don't worry. I don't need to show anybody else your reading so nobody else will see it. All right, I don't really have any more other announcements here. I'm gonna get started. We're gonna get started with Aries. Do we have any Aries? I know we got a lot of Sagittarius, so let's see. Let's see here. All right, Aries. So these are general readings, guys. And we'll just do polls every day to see what y'all want to do, whether it's career, love, whatever. All right, so what is the scenario surrounding my Aries? Also, let me know if the sound is good on YouTube because I'm using this mic and it's my first time using it, if it goes in and out or if I'm yelling in y'all ear. Let me know. I really have it on to stop me from yelling, but I know I'd be loud anyway. All right, so what's the most important general energy here for my Aries? Most important situation. Okay, versatility. This is my Empress energy. So this could literally be any skill set that you have, anything that you've been building, working on, things like that. Let me see something, y'all. I want to make sure this is connected correctly. Sorry. All right, so this isn't like using your skill sets, anything that you've built up for yourself, implementing things that you've learned over the years and things like that. But of course, this could be your feminine side. It could be, an important woman, mother, wife, daughter, whatever in your life. Okay, so versatility. All right, what role do you play here, Aries? Let's see, what role do you play here? Of course, ladies, that could be you. Okay, courage. All right, cool. All right, so what do you have the courage to do here, Aries? So you're not really worried, you're not stressed, no anxiety. Okay, courage to change. All right, that's nice. That's good. So the courage to evolve here. So let's see, what are you changing about yourself? What was this scenario before? Okay, skill. They came out in your last reading yesterday. I did say that when we did the blocking intuition, there was something dealing with a Libra there. All right, but so you could have been dealing with a Libra. Also, like back to what I said with the versatility card skill sets, if there's something that you were doing for a career, maybe you want to switch careers, go back to school, study something different. But if this is a person, there's something in the way that you deal with romantic relationships, diplomatic relationships, or a literal Libra. All right, what are you changing this into here? Okay, resistance. All right. So maybe it could also be willpower, holding back, the ability to hold back. All right. So what else do you need to be tapped into during this change in your life? What other energy should you be tapped into to help you? Okay, finesse. So that's interesting because I was trying to figure out what kind of advice this would be. And I don't know if the Sages remember, but Sag, this was y'all advice yesterday, and I did indeed do something a little sneaky today. Nothing too crazy, but I got out of paying for something, but nothing like legal, nothing crazy. But so the energy that you need to be in is finesse. That's like being intentional, a little, little sneakiness. But you could also need to plan for something. So what do you need to plan for here amongst this, like with your changes, Aries? Let's see, what do you need to plan for? Okay, love. Okay. Just consider that you are going to want to do something empathetic for somebody else. I'm also getting too when it comes to skill and you're changing into resistance. If it does have to do with relationships, just keep in mind that we're only human. You're going to still want to do something for other people. You're still going to want to care for other people. I'm also getting like planning to be around other people and things like that. What will you have to do out of love here or just out of empathy for anybody else or anything? Oh, okay, superstition. So your courage right now. So you might have to consider certain things, like actually be a little more careful. Okay, what might you need to be concerned about here? Not, I don't want you to be like worried or stressed or scared, but what do you need to be concerned about? Okay, ambition. All right, so if you have love versus ambition, of course, don't put all of your energy into like love, relationships, friends, things like that. Make sure that you're still focused on your career. Again, like I said, if there has anything to do with changing your skill set, in that, like in your career field, you might have to put in more like time into studying something, getting another certificate, something like that. Um, Also, when it comes to just including other people around you, when it comes to love, still consider your career. I don't like, don't put your career on the back burner. Okay, that's an interesting combination. I'm also getting two, because you have the courage to change, you still have to be considerate of like, okay, I might fall back into this habit. I might repeat something. So just keep that in mind to make sure you're not going to fall onto the same path here. All right, so let's see. Let's get 8 cards. Let's get 8 cards. Let's see. Okay, we got the Hierophant, the Star. Okay, yeah, there's a rule and regulation surrounding a group of people here, the Hierophant and the Star. You could be dealing with a Taurus, Aquarius energy. Okay, the Chariot. You got a lot of major arcanas. Okay, Queen of Swords, the Six of Wands. Yeah, there's a bunch of people, the World. So, let me get Justice. There's Libra. Okay, and then the Eight of Cups. So you are literally, I feel like you're walking away from a Libra. You are okay. So when you have to consider the love part, you might have to walk away from an entire group of people. The Six of Wands has a lot of people around. All right, so I feel like you're going to have to consider the people that you're leaving behind when you make this change here. All right, I'm also getting to the reason that you're leaving is because everybody's following the same rules and regulations here. The important signs that came out, you got Taurus, Aquarius, Cancer, and a Libra. So I feel like too, this Libra looks like the person that's setting like the rules and regulations here, and everybody else seems to kind of abide by them, or an Aquarius and a Cancer seem to abide by these rules and regulations. All right, so let's clarify what the rules are here. What's the Hierophant? Yeah, focused, very determined. Okay, what are we? The rule is to be focused and determined. Okay, focused on what? We're determined to have what? Okay, potential. I'm also getting to, I just have to throw this out there because I did pull love. So if there's anything with children, you're going to have to find like a good balance between your own career and focusing on your child's potential. All right. This could be a school with the Hierophant and the Star. I know it's summertime, but still. All right. So what comes to an end here with the World card? Something is complete. Okay, mood. Okay. So this somebody's going to realize the potential that they have to build something. This could be your energy. All right. So it's like, yeah, I'm not going to focus on something negative, or something's no longer going to be stagnant or sitting around bored. Somebody's actually going to put the energy into like their true potential. What does somebody have the potential to do? What is their skill set here? Yeah, ambition. Okay. So your energy is superstition and ambition. Um, so do not, I feel like this is what's going to happen. Still be concerned, because what are you doing in courage though? With courage and change, you do still need to be concerned about your career. You do need to focus on your career. So I don't know, say you're working with another person or you're in a relationship with another person, that person is very much still going to be focused on their career. All right, if there's children involved, I don't know how old your child is, but this would be the perfect time to get them started on like one of their interests or something. So like say they like music, make sure that they can join the band at school, or like, something like that. If they like sports, make sure that they're in like some sort of sport. Like I'm just putting this out there for if there's children involved. But if you're in a relationship, the person that you're with, they're going to be very focused on their career. Make sure that you're doing the same here. All right, now what is the new cycle? You got humor, healing, and then one more. Yeah, there's versatility again. I feel, yeah, it's time to kind of like get a good balance here. All right, so what's the outcome for you, Aries? And then we're going to do Taurus. We're going on order, y'all. In order, y'all. Hi. You said, are you going to get skinny soon? Do you want to get skinny? Are you asking about yourself? All right, what's the outcome here? Self-esteem, superstition, mystery. You're worried about the unknown because you don't know how it's going to fluctuate. What's okay? What's triggering your self-esteem? Okay, emotions, innovation, and fight. Okay, yeah, emotions are going to create a distraction here. That's why you have to plan for love. Love is like when we have empathy for one another. So where is that empathy coming from? That's going to come from your emotions, how you feel towards that person or how you feel about their scenario. So, just can make sure that you continue to keep your career in check here while you're doing that. If you can't do that, stay single. All right. If you cannot, you know yourself. If you cannot focus on your career path, or you're going to jump out there and start dating people and you ain't got no business doing that right now, make sure you know yourself better than I do, is general. So literally your emotions are going to create a distraction. Do not, keep your eyes on the prize here. Okay. Aries can be impulsive. So, oh, here's the pen. I dropped my pen. Hey, welcome. Welcome, welcome. No problem. All right, that was an Aries general. We're going in order. If you're watching me on TikTok, make sure y'all also subscribe to the YouTube. That is my favorite platform. Kick and Twitch are cool too. Kick and Twitch are cool, but YouTube is like kind of already built up, and TikTok is very. I'm here just to be here. Honestly, TikTok is very kind of ratchet in my opinion nowadays. But all right, so. Cause that's where all the scammers is on TikTok, y'all. Okay. All the scammers is on TikTok, all the trolls. I mean, it's trolls on every platform, but TikTok be wilding. All right, so Taurus is next. Taurus is next. They be banning me, restricting me. You can't really be seen on TikTok these days unless you're doing something ratchet, but that's all good. All right, Taurus. Your card did come out in the Aries reading in case you're dealing with an Aries or have Aries placements. All right, so let's see. What's the most important scenario for my Tauruses? Most important scenario for the Tauruses. Let's see. Okay, innovation, the ability to create something. All right, this could be the Emperor too. So this could be masculine energy, but we're able to create something. All right, what are we able to create here? What are we able to create, Tauruses? Let's see. Okay, courage. All right. So we're able to find the courage. We're able to achieve that. We got connectivity and spirituality. I don't like that because that looks a little manipulative. Make sure that you don't have like a blind faith. All right. Don't be like, I saw a really stupid opinion on TikTok that made me so angry. Don't fall into like a spiritual psychosis to where you just don't fear anything or you're not worried about anything. This is still real life. And I'm not saying that you need to be fearful, but it's like, hey, welcome. But don't do anything, stupid. But we'll see what that is. What role do you play here, Taurus? Let's see. Okay, potential. Okay, what do you have the potential to do or become here, Taurus? Mystery. Okay, so there's a lot of things that you don't know about yourself, first of all. I feel like, too, there's a lot more that you can learn, find out about yourself. Literally, this is like, I don't know my true potential. All right, I feel like you don't know your true potential yet. So, kind of tap into like some interest, things that you can study, learn. All right, what other energy should you tap into here, Taurus? Thanks for the follows, y'all. Welcome. What other energy should you tap into? Okay, voice. What do you need to speak up on? Somebody, I don't know if somebody's a good singer, Taurus. You rule the throat chakra, so I don't know if somebody knows how to sing, write, comedy, whatever, anything with self-expression. All right, what do you need to discuss or say here, Taurus? Okay, you've got mood and rebellion. So I feel like there's somebody so focused on being different. Something is overly focused on being different. Are you sad about something? Are you upset? What might be having you in a bad mood here? Let's see. Oh, resistance. Are you dealing with the Aries? What are we resisting here? Let's see. Thank you on YouTube. I appreciate it. Okay, so resisting knowledge. Yeah. You don't It's like you don't want to know, or you don't want to find something out. Okay, what information do you need, or you don't want to know something? Why? What don't you want to know? So that's why potential and mystery is here. It's almost like you don't want to find something out. You would rather just something be a secret. Okay. Okay, what do you want that's hidden here? You want something to stay hidden, or you're like, I just don't want to know. All right, knowledge about what? Okay, you got resilience and luck. Something could be like difficult for you to get an opportunity, but it's like you don't want to find out how to get an opportunity. Maybe you're on some shit like, I don't want to know the future, but I don't know why Taurus will watch tarot readings. But I don't know. It's like you're okay with something just. This is one thing too, and I feel like this is why spirituality came out. And I'm going to tell you this: with spirituality, certain belief systems, we kind of just think like, oh, this is going to fall out the sky, or I'm going to manifest this, or you need to be intentional. Like don't just assume that everything is like automatically fated. You still need to do like research for yourself, or like kind of at least envision where you want to be at. All right, let's see. Hi, welcome. Welcome, y'all. Make sure y'all like the live for me. All right, so let's get 8 cards here. Let's see. Okay, you got the Fool, the Hangman, the Three of Wands. Literally, I'm getting, I'll wait and see. I'll just wait and see. It's like you just want something to be unknown completely. The Ten of Swords. All right, you got the Temperance, the Six of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles. There's the High Priestess. Okay. So there's your intuition. But I feel like if intuition kicks in, it could be something where it's like, okay, my intuition is going to kick in the moment. Just just to let you know, I'm a Sag. So if we pull the Temperance and the High Priestess, it could be something about literally like tarot or something like that. So what are you waiting to see here with the Three of Wands? It's like you're like, nah, I just want to wait and see. Okay, defense. It's almost like you don't want to try something because you want to see if it doesn't work first. But I don't think you really tried yet. What do you want to see blocked out here? Defiance. So Taurus, you are the respect card. Okay, you guys rule that energy. So I feel like you want somebody to be blocked out if they go against you. All right, or like if it's not about going against you, it's like, okay, do people who break the rules, or do people who go against the grain, do they get blocked out? What is the rule here, or the regulation, or like the typical standard that somebody's not doing? Okay, ambition. What are they doing that's different? You want to wait and see if somebody gets blocked out for not doing their job. Oh, dominance. You're like, is somebody going to get rejected for not doing their job? But I feel like somebody is actually has control over something. So maybe you're looking at like somebody trying to do a business or something, or they're trying to do something independently. What is somebody controlling or dominating? Change and skill. This is like backwards from what you call it had. This is backwards from Aries. So somebody is like changing their skill sets or changing their career. And you're like, I want to see if that works. So it's maybe you know a person that's going to try to do something as you, or like maybe you're researching other people that tried like a path that you want to go on, and you're like, let me make sure that does that work, or maybe you're doing something by trial and error. And you're like, okay, let me make sure that works first before I switch over, before I change. Let's see, what is the temperance here? You guys can have Sag placements. Okay, so Sag is talking. What are they saying? Let's see, they're talking about something, discussing something. Yeah, to focus. Okay. Okay, maybe you need to hear. Okay, so what do you need to focus on then, Taurus? What do you need? Because that's what I said in the beginning. You're so focused on rebelling or something like that that you need to also focus on career. But what should you focus on then? And then we're going to see what the high priestess is, because that's your intuition. Okay, guidance. Yeah, superstition. I just said that. Maybe you need to hear the Aries reading. Literally, I told them that they need to be concerned about ambition. They need to plan for being caring or being too loving or being too generous. They need to focus on career. Okay. What is your intuition telling you to do with High Priestess? Instinct again. Okay. I know you're like, well, what does that mean? But yeah, instinct, personality, and truth. So the last couple of Sagittarius readings, I said that intuition was a part of a Sagittarius, his personality. So I don't know if you guys know a Sag personally. If you have a Sag placement, you may have like a Sag moon, Sag rising. All right. It just depends on where your placement is. But it's almost like I would also say this too. I just personally feel like everybody has intuition. I don't think that that's, I mean, I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe, maybe everybody don't. But I feel like you're ignoring intuition, or you don't trust your own gut instincts. I feel like everybody has gut instincts or intuition. I can't. I mean, because I'm not going to make this makes sense to me, but I'm not going to center it around me right now because this is Taurus. So this is completely. I don't even know any Tauruses personally. So, what's your energy in these 8 cards, Taurus? Okay, pride. What might you have too much pride for? We're going to see, because it could be a good thing. You should be proud of yourself. So this is another confirmation of your information of your intuition, right? So when you're in a mode where you're like, oh, that was a good idea, or like, oh shit, I was right, that's when you know your intuition is correct, when you feel proud of yourself. But let's see, what do you have too much pride to do here? Innovation. What are you doing out of pride or ego? Order. What do you put first here? You're like, no, I'm not going to manipulate. I don't have to manipulate, or I don't need to create anything else. What are you putting first here with order? Resistance and luck. That's like resisting an opportunity. Why? Why are you resisting opportunities? What's okay? What do you have the opportunity to do? This must be about like money or something. Yeah, vision and skill. You don't want the opportunity. You don't want to study something. You don't want to learn. Okay, why don't you want this opportunity? What's wrong with opportunity to you? Okay, fluidity. Maybe you feel like it's too up and down, or it's not stable enough. Okay, so what kind of opportunities would you rather have here, Taurus? Okay, yeah. Okay, perspective and self-love. All right. So I just feel like you feel like whatever this opportunity is, it's not good enough for you. You're like, I don't want to have to make that work. I don't want to have to make that work. I want something to be comfortable for me all the time. So that's why your energy was voice and mood. Okay. All right. You don't have to take every opportunity that comes to you. Welcome. Thank you. All right. So what's the outcome for you, Tauruses? All right, you got passion and resilience and perspective. Let me get one more and then emotions. Passion is an emotion too. All right, so keep that in mind. Anger is an emotion. Desires, things like that. All right, that was Taurus. Because that because these came out, the truth, instinct, and personality. It reminded me of the Sag reading that I did yesterday. And the advice for Sages was finesse. And I was like, why would it be finesse? Like, that's kind of sneaky. And then today, I had to basically, like, to get out of paying for something that I shouldn't have to pay for, I just got a new debit card so that they can't take the charge off. So it's something like that, like something sneaky. And it's like, if they take it to collection, it's not going to go on my credit report. And then if it does, I can get it off my credit report later. Like, it's something like that, like finding loopholes. But yeah, I just wanted to put that out there. So, all right, so we're gonna do Gemini. I feel like I'm gonna be on here for a long time, so y'all get prepared. All right, we're gonna take our time, and I'm trying not to yell to preserve my voice. So we're gonna be on here kind of late. Dang, it's already 9 o'clock. All right, so let's see. All right, Gemini. Gemini is next. Oh, is this up? Oopsies. I thought I had this up and I don't. Okay, there we go. All right, Geminis. What's the most important excuse me, scenario for my Geminis? Let's see. Most important scenario for the Geminis. Okay, leadership. All right, so somebody's the first to do something, a teacher, a leader. All right, they're initiating something here. Who's the leader in your reading, Geminis? I think I pulled leadership yesterday for you guys. All right, so who's in a leadership position here? Ooh, okay, power. All right, so somebody's a very powerful individual. All right, they're speaking up for themselves. So this is like a motivational speaker. You might watch somebody do this on, line or whatever. Okay. All right, what role do you play here, Geminis? So they are a powerful individual. Let's see. Okay, humor. So you're in a either you're laughing at this person, whatever they're talking about, you're laughing, something is funny. I don't know why. Maybe it's a comedian or they're just funny. You watch them on TV, but I'm also getting to you're in a group of people. You're in a community of people. All right. What other energy should you be in here, Geminis? They could just be funny. Could be a funny person. All right. Let's see. What energy you should be in is humor. All right. So I feel like you should be in this community. You should listen to this person. All right. But maybe it's funny. All right. What what is funny about what somebody is saying? Because this can either be the 9 or the 10 of cups. So if it's a 10 of cups, it's like you and a group of people listening to somebody. All right, so what is ironic or what is funny here? Innovation, how somebody was able to create something. They were able to create it. That's ironic. They were able to manipulate something. What was this person able to create? I'm also getting to if this is within you, you need this would be a good time for you to be creative. All right, humor and innovation would be something creative, writing, singing, painting, whatever anything that you enjoy. All right, what are we able to create here? Self-esteem and versatility. Somebody is the only one creating this. They're okay being the only one creating this. Yeah, okay, determine. So they're able to block out their emotions. It's like somebody is the only one that's able to create this. And the reason they're able to create it is because they block out how they feel. Okay, that's interesting. I actually let me leave those there. All right, so what is somebody's power here? And then we're going to get 8 cards. What's this person's power? So they're able to create something because they're able to block out their emotions. That's why it works. Okay, skill. So I feel like somebody's really logical. Yeah, they know how to find loopholes or they're very logical. Personality. Oh, truth. Okay, first of all, there's also an individual who's faking. They're fake. Okay, this person's power is they're able to see when people are faking their personalities or faking their identity. They can read people well or something like that. Okay, let's see. Let's see. All right, let's get 8 cards. Let's see here. Okay, the 6 of Wands. There's the group of people. The Queen of Swords. Is there a Libra that's faking? I'm sorry, Libras. Wait. If there's a Libra watching, do not, don't come for me. But I feel like you're copying something, or there's somebody has like a fake identity, literally, or they're like somebody is pretending. But I feel like that's a part of their personality, though. They get away with stuff, or it works really well. All right, we got the Star card. Yeah, there's a bunch of people around. All right, the 8 of Wands, a Hierophant. So now these cards are backwards. Aries had the Hierophant, the Star. Now we got the Star and the Hierophant. So this person comes in, they set all these rules and regulations for themselves, and they go teach people. Okay, the Ace of Cups, 8 of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. I thought I put this on Do Not Disturb. Hold on, y'all. That was my sister calling. Hold on. She didn't want to answer when I called her. If you're watching me, you didn't answer when I called you the first time. Now you gotta wait. All right, no, I'm just playing. Okay, so there is a group here. So the signs that you have out are Aquarius and Taurus. So I feel like there's a rule for this person. They created like this unique rule for them, and then I feel like somebody's trying to put it on other people. All right, let's clarify where you are here. Let's see. You said Gemini, love Sagittarius. I do love Geminis. I like Geminis. All right, so let's see. What's your energy in these 8 cards? What's your energy in these 8 cards? Okay, love. All right, so I feel like this is why your humor, like you actually like listening to somebody, but I don't know what. I feel like you like the person who can tell has fake personalities or something like that, has fake personality traits. What is this? Let's see what the 6 of Wands, Queen of Swords is. And I'm going to see what the Hierophant is real quick. Yeah, resilience, voice, and then, yeah, determination. There's guidance. So I feel like somebody's able to handle the role of talking. That's just it. That's what it is. They're able to handle the role of talk. I feel like too, because this is the person that's the leader. They're doing all the talking. Okay. I feel like too, they're telling people to focus because this person's very determined and they're very focused. So it's not, I mean, I don't know who they are, whatever they are to you. So what is the Hierophant? What standards are they setting here? It's whoever you're, watching. Okay, yeah, personality, change, and confidence. So somebody's like, if you have to, this is what somebody is saying literally. If you're here or you're listening or you're around us, you have to remain confident. You can't put on a show. You can't show off. Just be confident within yourself. So I don't know. It's like a motivational thing, or like maybe you're watching something online or something like that. I feel like too, they want people to open their minds when it comes to different opportunities because you have the 8 of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. So there's like either a closed mindset when it comes to opportunities, fortunes, time. So that could be what somebody's talking about, like, do something today, do it today, get it done today, don't waste your time. take the opportunity. You have the opportunity right now. So what are people? What's the Eight of Swords real quick? And I'm gonna see what the Wheel of Fortune is. Okay, ambition. So this could be with somebody. Yeah, I feel like there's different ways of focusing on careers. So somebody's like, look, there's different ways for you to work, or there's different jobs that you can have. What opportunity is here for you, Geminis? So you can continue. So I feel like that's why your advice is humor. You had humor and innovation. So I feel like there's something that you're really good at creating that could be useful to you. So I feel like that could be the trap mindset when it comes to ambition. There are things that you can do that you actually enjoy. Like for me, like I genuinely enjoy doing my channel. That's not work for me. Or like I enjoy doing like day trading. I enjoy figuring it out. It's like a puzzle. It's not work for me. So there's something that you can actually do that you already know what it is if you're already in humor. All right, so let's see what else. What other opportunity do you have here with the Wheel of Fortune, Geminis? And then we'll get the outcome for you. Yeah, potential. All right, so yeah, you have something that you can do here that you can work on. Maybe somebody is going to offer something to you. I try not to give that advice too much because what I will say this: I don't want people to wait for offers, right? Like, oh, like a lot of readers will say, oh, this opportunity, this offer is coming to you. The world is an opportunity that, sometimes you have to go look for your opportunities, or sometimes you have to go network for them. So when I say that, don't just be like waiting or sitting around for like an email, or, sitting around waiting for something to come into your lap. Like, still do the research, still go out and look for things. Okay. All right. What's the outcome for y'all? I feel like I'm yelling again. I forgot I had the microphone on. All right, let's see. What's the outcome here for my Geminis? Thank you. Thank you for the gifts. Ooh, music cloud. Thank you. Yeah, look, there it is. That's the outcome for you. There's a lot of opportunities around. You have potential to do something. All right. If you have an idea, make sure that you follow through with it, do some research on it. All right, Cancers. Cancers are next. If y'all are joining on TikTok, these are going to be general. All right, we are on multiple platforms. I'm on YouTube, Kick, WAP, Twitch, TikTok. So I'm all over the place. Ooh, thank you. Thank you very much. If you're a Pisces, unfortunately, you're going to be last today, but I always switch. So tomorrow, Pisces will be first. So my late signs, if y'all are watching, y'all can watch this also up on my YouTube. It'll be timestamped when I'm done. Or you could watch for like, your moon sign, rising sign, something like that. All right, Cancer. Cancer is next. All right, what is the most important situation for my Cancers? What's the most important scenario for my Cancers? Let's see. Okay, love. All right, this could be romance, caring for other people, being around your community, things like that. All right, what role do you play here, Cancers? Okay, attitude, perspective. Okay, so your perspective matters in this scenario. All right, so the love is a situation. So we're going to see what is your perspective on love. So maybe you don't think something is love, or you do think something is love. So how do you perceive this love here? What is your perspective on love? Okay, confidence. All right. So somebody looks very independent. All right, that's the Nine of Pentacles card for me. They could also be instilling love in you, or like gassing you up, something like that. Okay, what other energy should you be in here, Cancers? Okay, leadership. Now, I don't know if you're the leader that came out in Gemini's reading. All right, so you're going to have to initiate something, be the first to do something here. What are you the first to do? Let's see here. You're going to have to lead somebody to do what? Oh, fight. Okay. So somebody shouldn't be loving. You don't, I feel like you don't agree with that. Somebody has to challenge something. Okay. What does somebody have to challenge here with fight? So I feel like somebody is like too loving, too nice. They don't, thank you for sharing the live, by the way. They don't stand up for themselves, maybe. Okay. So what is somebody going to have to challenge or fight against? Okay. We've got voice and passion. Literally, I feel like somebody's telling somebody what to do. They're like, yeah, I want you to do this. And like maybe out of love, somebody just goes ahead and does it anyway. Oh, this might be literal sex. Passion and sexuality. This might be literal like sex. You're like, look, that's not love, or somebody wants to have sex with you or something. What? Passion, sexuality, and hustle and respect. Somebody's trying to, okay, so somebody's trying to label something sexual like a title. I feel like this is like something about like marriage, sex, maybe like paying bills, something like that. I feel like too, you view it as confidence. Somebody is talking to them like something is shared and it's not. So maybe somebody doesn't realize that they're in something by themselves and that's why they need to challenge something. So somebody could be doing something out of love. And I feel like they don't realize that they're the only one that's doing it. They're okay. All right, let's see. That looks a little messy. If it's a relationship and you got somebody around you, be careful with that because people do not listen to relationship advice. Trust me. I'm here to tell you. People pay me to give them relationship advice and they don't listen to me. So people do not. If that's what this is, be prepared. Or be prepared to lose a friend or something. All right, so let's see. Let's get 8 cards. Let's see. Let's see. Be careful, y'all. I gave you the disclaimer. Proceed with caution. All right, there you go. Leading, I feel like, with the Six of Swords. But let's see. We got the Magician. Yeah, the Five of Wands. Literally, you're going to have to literally lead somebody to fight, or if it's not like physical, like not physical fighting, please do not physically fight. I doubt that that's what you have to lead somebody to do unless they're like a boxer or like unless they're maybe it's a competitive sport. That would be the only time. But it's like somebody's just going along with something. I feel like too, you're going to have to cause a distraction. Maybe somebody's overly focused on something. You have to distract them for a little bit. Because there you go on the bottom. All right, so you got the Four of Swords, the Two of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands. Yeah, this does have to deal with money. Somebody, yeah, Four of Pentacles and the Four. Somebody's not saying something. So I feel like that's why somebody has to. So the polarity with the cards with voices, somebody could not be speaking, and that's why somebody has to argue about something or challenge it. This is the thing. Okay, if there's a scenario with a relationship, somebody is not being forthright about the money. Somebody's not saying where the money went or where the money is going. Interesting. Who are you? Let's see. Who is this to? Who do you have to lead here, Cancer? Knowledge. If you have to lead somebody who's knowledgeable, I feel like they already know better. What does somebody already know here? Fight. They know they have to do this. Okay, so you're going to have to You're gonna have to get somebody to do this. How do you? They know that they have to challenge something. They know they have to fight for something or fight against somebody, but they're not doing it. Maybe you have to show them. Okay, how are you gonna? We got mystery flew out, but how are you supposed to lead somebody to do that? Power. Okay, I feel like that's you, and you might be the person in a Gemini reading. I feel like you're gonna have to say something like very outright. Because somebody knows better, maybe they need the confirmation. All right, that's your reading. What's the outcome for you, Cancers, when you tell them this? I don't know who you tell it, but they know better. Let's see. Humor. Maybe it's the Gemini. They were humor. They were laughing. So somebody's not going to be mad at you for saying this. Yeah, humor, mood, and self-love. Superstition and potential. With that humor, mood, self-love energy, that reminds me of fluidity, like something being up and down, something being happy and sad. So that's why somebody has to challenge something. Okay. Let me write that down. That's interesting. All right, Leo. Excuse me. All right. Let's see. Make sure what's going on here. All right. Hi, my kick people. I had to check on y'all. Make sure it wasn't no trolls up in there. I should have fixed my lip gloss. You know, I need some Fenty lip glosses. Those are the best ones. This isn't an advertisement. In case YouTube flags something. But those are the best ones. I need to go get some more. My Fenty lipstick applicator got stuck, so I couldn't use it anymore. Okay, anyways, let me focus. All right, Leos. What is the most important scenario for my Leos? Let's see. What's the most important scenario for Leos? Okay, knowledge. All right. So we have the knowledge, we have the information. All right, we're not confused. We know better, so do better. But what do we have knowledge about in this scenario? Let's see. Resistance. Okay, we know that somebody's resisting or holding back. Yeah, they are. Excuse me, y'all. All right. What role do you play here, Leos? We're going to see what somebody's resisting to, but what role do you play here? Okay, hustle. Ooh, okay, hold on, y'all. I got a call. All right. The problem is, if I was to stop talking, then that would be okay. But I got stuff to talk about. All right, so you're in hustle. So you're either receiving money or spending money. You could be the person in the Cancer reading because that card did come out there. All right, so either spending or receiving money. What do we know about resistance here? What are we resisting? Pardon. Knowledge. So, okay, there's a couple ways this could go, right? Say there's two people that are like having a conversation. the other person knows that an individual like doesn't really want to know something. They're holding back on finding out. They're like, I don't really want to know. It's like if there's two people, one person knows something, the other person doesn't. The other person's just like, I just don't want to know. Like I know that it's almost like somebody knows they're resisting what they know better about. Okay. I hope I explained that correctly. All right, what role do you play here, Leo? I'm sorry, what energy should you be in? Because you came out as hustle. What other energy should you be in, Leos? Okay, pride. That is your card. So I feel like you should do something out of pride or ego. You should, in this scenario, feel like you are above pettiness or above something. Okay. What do you have too much pride to do here? Okay, perspective. You're like, I don't want to view it that way. Okay. Okay. Perspective on what? You're like, no, I'm not going to view it that way. Resilience. Okay. So you don't view something as difficult. You don't view it as hard. You're like, I feel like you on some shit like that's easy to me. So what does somebody view as difficult? Humor and style and strength. All right, yeah. It's so basically somebody if okay, Leo, if you're dealing with a cancer, somebody knows about you and a cancer, but they don't care, it's not that big of a deal. So that's why knowledge and resisting knowledge is here. Like say there's something where there's a relationship that people aren't supposed to be in, or like somebody's doing something that they're not supposed to be doing. They already know, and I don't know if they really care. I'm also getting two. If it has anything to do with like something supposed to be difficult to deal with a group of people, why? What's difficult about humor? What's difficult about that? What's supposed to be the difficult part? Innovation. Okay, skill. Maybe like creating relationships. I feel like this is like making sure that something is diplomatic or creating business relationships. It's like it's not difficult for somebody. I feel like it's not difficult for you to deal with a crowd of people, but you are a Leo. All right, so Leo and Aquarius, y'all kind of rule like a bunch of. Oh, we're going in order of the zodiac. Sorry on TikTok, I did not mean to ignore you. Um, so I feel like you deal well with crowds of people, like you and Aquarius. You're just like it's not that difficult to create relationships. Yeah, guidance. It's not really that difficult. To you, you're like, yeah, I'm just now this could be you, but you're like, yeah, I'm showing this, I'm creating this, I'm showing this skill set. It's not that big of a deal. All right. I feel like too, whatever the skill set is, it's easy for you to do. It's creative for you. It's just not hard. All right. Okay, we got the Six of Pentacles. So there, I do see you spending money here, giving money. Okay, this is you on the box. Somebody unexpectedly comes to you for money or something like that because you're the hustle card. But let's continue. Hold on, the Six of Pentacles, Five of Swords, the Seven of Cups, and then the Five of Cups. Okay, we're going to figure out what this is, but there's an individual who's treating these two people differently, right? Like somebody is like purposely being spiteful to someone, and then they look back and they regret it. Like somebody is purposely being spiteful in these five cards because something. I feel like there was supposed to be some sort of reaction to it because there's no passion, there's no fire energy, so that's why there's a regret. Okay, Knight of Cups, the Three of Pentacles. So why? So somebody actually comes back and apologizes to people. What? The Page of Wands and then the Queen of Pentacles. if you're okay, if you're giving somebody money, Leo, it's almost like this person, I feel like somebody either spent money to show off, spent money to spite people, did something to spite a couple of people here, and then they come back and apologize and ask for money. What? What does that have to do with you? I don't know who this is. If you're giving somebody money, I feel like low that like on the low, you don't realize like somebody may have did something behind your back or something. Where'd the money go? Or like what did somebody try to do here? Because you're looking at it, that's where okay, so that's where innovation comes from. You're like, no, that's not hard to create that, but what was somebody trying to do up here? What was their intended outcome? I feel like it's a reaction. Okay, sexuality. So that could be passion, energy. They may have wanted a Gemini's attention, or maybe they wanted a certain type of relationship. So remember, Cancer is supposed to be the leader. So maybe somebody's planning to pair up with a Cancer, but they're supposed to be the leader here. Or somebody's trying to have sex with a Cancer. Okay. Or partner up with a Cancer or something like that. What do they regret? What actually happens? Oh, okay. Voice, transition, and inspiration and defense. I feel like if there's groups of people involved, they're not with it. They block it out. Or when somebody takes this advice to somebody else or takes this idea to somebody else, they're like, no, don't do that. But it looks like somebody's like spiteful. What does somebody do out of spite here in the Five of Swords? Because this doesn't look like literally, it's like showing off in front of people. Yeah, truth. What do they see the truth about? Or what we got 552. Okay, self-esteem. I'm also getting like something changed really quick. So it's like while they're able to show off or whatever, the circumstances change like that. It's like it's gone now. Okay, so what is the Knight of Cups saying here? Or like they're approaching somebody with something. Okay, there you go, Leo. The strength, potential. There's transition again and inspiration. Okay, so I feel like we have to go back to that group, or we have to go back to that Aquarius now. We got to like transition is physically moving, literally like going somewhere. All right, so it's like now somebody has to pick up and go to you or come to you. All right, but you came out as pride. All right, what's your energy in these 8 cards here, Leos? Shout out to Australia. Scorpio, you gotta wait a little bit. We're on Leo, so we're gonna do Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio. All right, what's the energy surrounding these 8 cards? Or what's your what is your role in these 8 cards here, down here? Oh, sexuality. So that was the intention. I feel like somebody's planning to have sex with you or trying to partner up with you. And that's not working. So that's your reading, or somebody was trying to partner with you, have sex with you. You're like somebody's intended outcome, and they're like, maybe they're spending money and showing off. So somebody could be spending money showing off to be around you or be with you. All right. What's the outcome for you, Leos? That's odd. Let's see. What's the outcome for you? Okay, you got luck. What opportunity do you have here? Defiance. That was the 5 of Swords. You may get a chance to do something against this person. What do they want you to do, or where is the loyalty? What's the standard? Personality. What do you get to do instead here? I don't think you need to. Yeah, order. Somebody wants you to tell about yourself or include yourself. All right, but you have pride here, so Interesting. All right, Leos. Virgo is next. Let's see. Virgo is next. Ooh, I'm writing kind of sloppy. Because if I go back and try to read this, I will not know what the hell that said. All right, Virgos. Let's see here. Shout out to the Virgos. These are general, y'all. We're going in order. All right, let's see. What's the most important scenario for my Virgos? Most important scenario for the Virgos here. Okay, innovation. All right, so able to manipulate something, able to create something. This is either the Magician or the Emperor energy. What are we able to create here? Let's see. Okay, connectivity. We're able to... I just pulled this connectivity and spirituality. I forget what that was. Somebody is literally making a connection to spirituality. Something may not be spiritual, so just, but there could be a connection between the ability to create and like having faith in something, right? So that's on the positive light. That's on the positive. I gotta get a polarities. We gotta make sure. But don't let somebody make some sort of crazy connection between spirituality. Yeah, there's superstition. Something's not. All right, hold on. Let me see. Let's see. What role do you play here, Virgos? Okay, so you're defiance. You're going against something. You don't like something. You hate something, or you're going against it. All right, what is the normal rule or standard here? That was too many. What's the normal rule here or standard? Okay, guidance. So literally you're like, I'm not listening to that. Everybody listens to this person. I'm not listening to that. What is everybody listening to, or who is everybody listening to here? Healing. Okay, what is everybody guided to do? Now, for some of you, somebody's like, I'm not going to a doctor. I don't like doctors. Maybe that could be what it is or something like that. But what is this person guiding people to do? Okay, ambition. Okay, first of all, if somebody's repeating a cycle, they have other people repeating a cycle too. If somebody's like guiding people to work or focus on their career, you're like, no, I'm not listening to that. But I feel like this looks like somebody's repetitive though. Like they're getting people to follow in the same footsteps. I don't know why I'm getting that. Okay, what do you want to do instead? You're like, no, I'm not listening to that. Or I don't want to work on that. I don't want to focus on that. Okay, what do you want to do instead here, Virgos? Okay, resistance. Okay, what do you want to resist? Dominance. You don't want to control something. Okay, dominating what? What? You don't want to dominate something. You don't want to control something. Finesse and emotions. Literally, I'm getting you're like, I don't want to control my emotions. Like if somebody is like, okay, focus on work, be professional, you're like, no, I'm not going to control my emotions. This matters. Or what energy should you be in then, Virgos? Let's see, because sometimes you should not listen. But what role, what energy should you be in? Intuition. I'm going to assume you're not following your intuition. What is your okay, but maybe this is your gut instinct to not listen to someone. That could be it. Like maybe that is your gut instinct. Maybe you're like, nah, I don't know, that feels off. What is your intuition telling you to do, like without any other outside sources, people, anything? What is your intuition telling you to do in this scenario? Okay, hustle. I don't know if you're dealing with the Leo or not, but you're like, okay, this would be a good opportunity for me to make money, or I can pair up with this person. Okay, you got personality, connectivity, and then self-esteem. All right, so I feel like this is about being okay, being singled out, or being the only one that wants to maybe want to partner up, invest in something. Okay. Shout out to South Africa. Shout out to Australia. All right, so let's get 8 cards. Let's see. Welcome, y'all. If you're on TikTok, this is also up on my YouTube and my Kick people and my Twitch people and my WAP people or person. All right, let's get 8 cards. Let's see. Yeah, you do not want to listen to somebody? Okay, so the 4 cups is there. Oh, so it looks like a person who's not, somebody's not listening to something, but they're telling people what to do. It's almost like somebody's not going to take an opportunity for themselves, but they're telling everybody else what to do here. Okay, 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, the 7 of Wands. So somebody is building up something or working on something, but they're getting blocked out. Okay, there's the inspiration. 3 of Swords, the Hangman. So I feel like this is going to give somebody an opportunity to look at something differently. You got the Hangman, the Temperance. So there could be a Pisces and a Sagittarius involved, or there's a new perspective now. Why didn't something work out? So this could be like where I say innovation, connectivity, and spirituality, right? Maybe somebody thinks automatically, okay, if I'm praying or if I'm manifesting or if I'm sitting here writing affirmations, going to automatically come to me. Let's see. So what is somebody trying to create here in these 4 cards? But it's like everybody's listening to this person, but they didn't create something. What are they trying to create here? Yeah, an opportunity, luck, fortune. Is somebody like making something up? Now with innovation, connectivity, and spirituality, I gotta say this. And it's no sure it is shade. I don't really care. But maybe there's like a reader making up a fortune, literally like making something up. There's a lot of readers that do that. And that's why it's not working or something. Or okay, so what's blocked out? What's missing from this opportunity that somebody's trying to create? What element is missing from this opportunity here? Passion. I saw the Ace of Wands. So yeah, somebody's not taking action. Somebody's trying to now if somebody's wondering as far as like, I don't know, a business or something, it has to be something that's desired. Like people have to want it. But if this is a person trying to do something within themselves, they're not taking any action. They don't desire it, or they're just not taking any action. Okay. What's the Hangman? Because that's typically like a new perspective here. Oh, that's you. That's you. So you're waiting, you're resisting. The Hangman. Why? Okay. What? All right. So you're not okay. What's the Temperance here? Okay, love. What is okay? It could be a teacher, maybe a Sagittarius. What are they doing out of love here? They're changing something. What were they? Okay, what was going on before? Vision. And what are they changing it into? We don't want... Okay, transition. So they observe something. What do they observe here? So I feel like somebody's going to maybe move on. Okay, courage. What do they transition to? Okay, power. So if it's and I don't know what that has to do with love though, but okay, so they see that something just takes courage. So I feel like they're stepping into their own true power. Maybe you're resisting this. Maybe you haven't seen somebody do it yet, or yeah, what okay, that had versatility. So what is their power here? I feel like they see like, no, it just takes, courage to do it. Yeah, ambition. Is that the person that you don't want to listen to? Or I mean, I don't know. Their power is ambition, or they're working on something, or they're building something up. They're able to keep something going here. Okay. I mean, that's your reading. Why are you... So what's the root of you resisting? Why don't you want to listen? Or okay, you got strength and peace. Sexuality. So I feel like if this is okay, so say this is this individual with healing, guidance, and ambition, they're breaking a cycle within themselves. They're already breaking that cycle, and they're guided to work. They know that that's their power. They're facing their fears. They have courage. You may want to continue doing something. You're kind of at peace with your decisions. Okay, who is this? Virgo. All right, what other energy should you be in, Virgo? And then we'll see the outcome for you. Okay, yeah, potential. What do you have the potential to do here? Oh, yeah. Oh, this is you. You're just ignoring. What are you ignoring? What is this? Because that could be like an opportunity for you. Yeah, guidance. I don't know. You just don't want to listen to whatever somebody else is doing. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But don't become stagnant. Because remember, your advice here was intuition. It's like your intuition's nudging you and you don't do it. So what's missing from manifesting something or creating something is taking the action. So say you have an idea and it comes to you, you don't do anything about it. You don't write it down. You don't research it. You just kind of let it go. All right, what is the outcome here for you, Virgos? Okay, pride and respect. So we had the Leo here. But yeah, pride and respect. You don't have respect for something, you're defiance. You don't have respect for something, or you don't... Yeah, you don't... That's just it. All right. Libra. Libra is up next. We're going in order. If you just now joining, we'll go backwards tomorrow. Hello there. Welcome. Not freedom against the whip. All right, let's see. Let's see here. Oh, we're doing general, y'all. We're doing general. But personal questions, you can subscribe to the WAP page. All right, Libras. What's the most important scenario for my Libras? Okay, self-esteem. All right, so maybe feeling offended, feeling left out, isolated, feeling like the only one. I don't know if this is you. It could be somebody else. It doesn't have to be you, but we'll see. This could also be if it's something in your like health or your body or something like that, but let's see. So no problem. You're welcome. What's triggering self-esteem in this scenario? Spirituality. Okay, so you may feel like you're the only one that believes in something, or I mean, it could be like, oh, I do tarot. Everybody thinks I'm evil or doing witchcraft or or stuff like that. But also, what I will say is, don't let like religion or something or a spiritual belief system make you feel. Don't humble yourself too much. But it could just be a belief system. It triggers you or it triggers somebody else. All right, what they believe in. What role do you play here, Libra? Like any spiritual belief systems that you guys have, it should be about, it should definitely make you feel confident in yourself. If you believe in something and it's not building you up, you need to change that belief system. All right. So anything that you follow, it's not building you up or making you feel more comfortable, confident. That's probably not something you should really like follow for a long time. All right. So what role do you play here, Libras? But again, that could be a scenario where you're the only one that believes in something. What role do you play here? Okay, transition. So you're moving on. You could be literally relocating, moving, leaving something. What was your starting point here? Yes, it is your life. Okay, you got self-love. All right, what are you transitioning to? So you were doing, considering yourself. All right, you were maybe doing something selfish if you feel like you have to leave it behind, just depends. Or you were just doing something that would benefit you. All right, what are you transitioning to here, Libras? Okay, self-love again. So I feel like you're leaving one place where you felt comfortable, you're going to another place. So it doesn't look like anything's changing, but I feel like there could be a transitional like mental state about self-love. Maybe that's what this is. So I feel like there is a mentality around self-love that you're changing. Okay, what other energy should you be in? I feel like too, I don't know why I'm getting you're going from one water sign to the other, like you're going from a water sign to another water sign. If you're physically moving, you're literally just moving by yourself. You felt comfortable here before, you don't feel comfortable you don't feel comfortable there anymore. So you're just going somewhere else or to another location, another place that makes you feel comfortable. All right, what other energy should you be in here, Libras? Okay, passion. All right, time to take action, things that you desire. Let's see what you were doing before out of self-love. So maybe you're acting in an act of self-love, but you're doing different things. What were you doing out of self-love before? Because it could just be like comforting yourself. Okay, power. All right, speaking up for yourself. What are you doing out of self-love now? So kind of speaking up for yourself, standing up for yourself. Connectivity. Okay, versatility and in fight. Okay, so you may view yourself as like you were being conflicting. It's almost like out of self-love, you needed to speak to other people, talk to other people, and now you're like, I don't want to do that anymore. I feel like I'm fighting or arguing or competing. Okay, let's see. I'm getting like self-preservation. Okay, there's the tower. I haven't pulled the tower in a while. All right, let's see. But the energy you should be in is passion. Because I feel like too, these are like my King of Cups, like cups cards. You're doing right now, you're definitely doing something based strictly off of how you feel, like emotions, maybe like pacifying yourself or comforting yourself. All right, so let's see. Let's get 8 cards here. Let's see. Okay, the Page of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles. You're looking at something else, and there's an opportunity right here, but we'll clarify. All right, the Knight of Pentacles, there's a 10 of Pentacles. Leo did come out as hustle. So you observe something over here. What is this? Okay, the death card, it could be a literal Scorpio. So you either observe a Scorpio or you observe a major change. You go and you present like an opportunity over here to a group of people or to your family. Okay. Okay, now we're going to the Knight of Swords. Are you telling on somebody? I don't know why it looks like you observe this Scorpio, you go and present it to the family, and then somebody else kind of attacks. They go back and attack that ideology, or they attack this Scorpio or something. Okay. We got Three of Pentacles. There's your Ace of Wands. And then the Queen of Cups. Literally, what I will say is right now, what you are doing is something you're doing because you observed a death, a major change, or a Scorpio. Literally, that is the catalyst for these 8 cards. Let's see what the death card is here. Like, that's why you're doing what you're doing right now. What is the death card? Okay, yourself, Libra. You observed a major change within yourself. This sounds okay. I don't want to. Is it like a near death experience, like death, or like you're thinking about that? But if it's not something that deep, you observed a major change in yourself. Literally, you're observing yourself. What was the situation before the death card? Before this major change or shift or transformation? Maybe you're observing what you did with a Scorpio or some sort of change that you caused. Change. Okay, so what changed for you? What was the result of the change here? Transition. Literally, you go and you move. Are you changing your identity, or you're going and you're going to go live with somebody else or go live with family, or it's just a major shift. You're like, okay, I want to go relocate now. I don't know if there's any Libras watching. Okay. What's this opportunity here? What's the Ten of Pentacles? Knowledge. What do you know here? What do you have knowledge about? I feel like maybe there's an entire group of people kind of observing you. You could have like Libra, Scorpio placements, or like maybe you're a Libra with like a Scorpio child, or you're dating a Scorpio. Like I don't know what you. Let me get the tarot for the death card real quick. What else is a death card? You're just looking at yourself. You're like, let me move on, or let me go over here. The Seven of Wands. Yeah, the Strength and the King of Cups. Literally, you are blocked from repetitively doing something. Oh. You're blocked. Okay, so once something stops you from repeating the cycle of doing something out of self-love, you leave and go somewhere else. Or something like that. Okay, ooh, thank you. Thank y'all for the gifts. I appreciate y'all. What's blocked out here? An opportunity. What would you have had an opportunity to do, but you're observing yourself. Did you block somebody else's opportunity, or what was there an opportunity to do? Finesse. Excuse me, y'all. Yeah, innovation. So it's like if it's you, you're like, okay, I hate to say this, but I feel like you're in some mindset where it's like, okay, I can't I'm sorry, y'all. My voice going out. It's like, hold on. You're like, I can't manipulate this opportunity. Literally. I feel like that's what you're looking at. You're like, okay, I was supposed to create this opportunity. I wasn't able to take a shortcut. So you're gonna go, I feel like you're gonna go somewhere else where you can. Your advice was passion. So what do you actually desire? What are you trying to create here? Yeah, ambition. You want something to continue, and because it changed, you can't stay there. It could also be like maybe it's not, maybe you don't live in a good place where there's a job opportunity or something like that, but it's like it just didn't work. So what blocked out this opportunity? Personality. Oh, skill. Um, what part of your personality, Libra? There's a couple ways this could go. Either something does not work because we know you, or something didn't work because of like a personality trait that you have. What part of your personality, Libras? Knowledge. So I don't understand why it didn't work, but your advice is passion. What do you have knowledge about? I feel like too, if you are knowledgeable or you're intelligent, maybe people didn't want to work with you. That could be it. That could be what it is. Like you're at work and you're really intelligent, you're really smart, and people don't like that. Especially if you work corporate, depending on like your race and gender and stuff like that, you cannot be smart at a job. But I feel like if you're, what do you have knowledge about? So it's like I don't. That's why I got blocked out. You know what you're doing. Okay, courage and defiance. So maybe you're like, yeah, I can just break this rule. So this is the thing. If that's a part of you, right? We know that you're not afraid to break some sort of rule or go against the grain. People knew that about you, so that could be why it didn't work out. Like it's like, okay, if there's a scenario or a situation where we got to work with Libra, it's like, all right, Libra is just willing to do whatever. They're going to break the rules, they're going to go against the grain, they're not going to listen. So that could be why it's blocked out, because you have personality. Like we can see you, we can see it. All right, so it just depends. All right, what's the outcome here for you? Sorry, y'all. Remember, your advice is passion. All right, pride, rebellion, and peace. What do you need to do with passion? What action do you need to take, or what do you desire here? Again, I know it was ambition. Yeah, you got guidance and leadership. You might have to listen to the Cancer was supposed to be leader, and they did. Their advice was to lead somebody to challenge something or to fight. All right, so maybe you need to put more effort into something here. All right, Scorpio is next, y'all. Hopefully my voice is okay. I have to like stop talking so much. Maybe that's a sign. No, I'm just playing. It's all good. It got better and then it got worse again. So I don't know. But it's better right now. It's just, as long as my throat ain't hurting, I'm good. I don't care. As long as I can at least talk. All right, so Scorpio. See. We're doing general, y'all. We're doing general readings, y'all. If you're watching on TikTok, you can catch this up on YouTube. All right, Scorpios. Let me fix my lip gloss, y'all. I should have put on some matte lip gloss so to stay on longer. Feel like I'm up close on this screen. All right, let's see. Excuse me. Scorpio. All right, what is the energy surrounding the Scorpios? Let's see. What's the energy surrounding the Scorpios? Most important scenario here. Okay, versatility. Who pulled that? Dag, I don't remember. Maybe Taurus or something. All right, so versatility. No, we're on Scorpio. All right, so versatility is an energy where you have skill sets. This could be the Empress, being comfortable, being sure of themselves, really creating something for themselves. For my ladies, of course, it could be pregnancy as the Empress card. All right, so what role do you play here, Scorpios? Okay, dominance. So you're dominating something. What are you dominating here? You're controlling it. Okay, a Leo. Either you're dominating a Leo or you're making sure that something is repetitive. You have control over Leo. Okay, okay, Leo and determination. All right, so if this is you, you're able to control your focus. Is there two Leos? You're able to get two Leos to focus on something. All right, but okay, so dominance and strength. All right, so you're the dominant energy. What other energy should you be in here, Scorpios? Or you're more dominant than a Leo, or you're controlling a Leo or something like that. All right, what role? I feel like literally you're really strong, or that looks kind of wild. All right, what other role do you play here, Scorpio? I'm sorry, what energy should you be in, Scorpios? Okay, courage. What else do you need the courage to do? So if you're wondering, I feel like you're strong enough to do something if that's what it is. What do you have the courage to do here? Or what do you need the courage to do? Okay, personality, be yourself. You might have to put yourself out there in public. Sorry, I heard my daughter call. Delilah? Delilah, you okay? Oh, I was just checking on you. I'm still streaming. I'm still streaming. Wait for your joke. Close the door. I was trying to make sure you're okay. Go ahead. Just please don't. I already know. Okay. What part of your personality, Scorpios, do you need to show here? Okay, resistance. What are you able to resist? Or I feel like too, you're resisting showing yourself, or you're resisting putting yourself out there. But what are you resisting? What are you able to resist? Oh, love. Okay. I feel like you don't want to put yourself out there. You don't want to be around people. That might be what you have to prove to people. You're like, no, I'm not in love, or I don't want to love people, or I have the ability not to do that, or yeah, inspiration and fight. Either you don't want to do something out of love for an Aquarius, or you need to tell people. Either you need to tell people that you were able to resist loving the Aquarius, or you're able to hold back from, like, say you need to do something professional, you're able to hold back from like emotions taking over the group. All right, let's see what else. Okay, you got the Six of Swords, the Justice. I saw that. I saw You, Scorpio, you came out in a Libra reading. The death card was first, or that was what a Libra observed. Now you have the Six of Swords and the Justice. So here's a Libra right here. So if you know a Libra, you were led by them. There's the Chariot. Okay, something is causing now the Cancer was supposed to be the leader. So you might need to watch the Cancer reading. All right, so there's a cause and effect here that causes this Cancer to be able to fit in with people with the Three of Cups. They're enjoying something. Okay, the King of Pentacles. We got the Moon, the King of Swords. Yeah, the Star. I don't know why that's important, but literally you need to tell people that you... So courage and personality, that's like who you are. But for some reason, you're afraid to say that. A part of who you are is like, I don't hope there's no Aquarius is watching it, but it's like, no, I'm really able to resist that Aquarius. I really don't care. I don't want to say that mean, or like you're able to resist trying to fit in with groups of people. That's something that you actually need to say. Okay, what are you being led to do here with the Six of Swords and the Justice? Love. Oh, maybe somebody's making you love people or making you love the group or being... What are you doing out of love here, Scorpios? Why is that? I don't know why that's... Knowledge and rebellion. So what's the Chariot doing here? Somebody's telling you to do something out of love for this Aquarius. Okay, potential. Yeah, strength again and personality. Okay, why is it important that people know that? Why is that important? So what would be the result of you explaining this? I don't know. This is like a dynamic. It must be like groups of people where you have to explain to somebody like, yeah, I don't really want to be out in public, or I don't really want to share everything with groups of people. Or I don't really... Because resistance is like, it would be easy for you to resist doing something for somebody. Your energy is also not down here. I didn't pull the death card. So who are you doing this for? I guess you're doing it for the Aquarius or something. Like, who are you doing this for? You're like doing this for somebody else? Yeah, exactly. Truth. Who led you to do this? I feel like it's hard for you to go against somebody, or it's hard for you not to listen because you're like led to love someone. What is your energy down here in these 8 cards? That's why you're not coming out here. I'm going to say this. If you're dealing with a Libra can see you. Somebody was able to see you in that Libra reading. We could actually see you doing that. But here you're not in your own reading because you're not being yourself yet. All right, what's your energy down here in these 8 cards? I don't know why you're pretending that, or... Okay, yeah, your innovation. What are you creating by doing this? Yeah, resistance. I don't know. You're able to resist it. You're able to... I feel like the reason you don't admit it is you don't want somebody else to tell you something or to say something about what you're doing. Because it's like you would actually really want to go in a different direction. What would you rather be doing here? Hustle. Leo did have that. Okay, maybe with somebody else. I feel like you would rather be going and making money or teaming up with somebody else. So I feel like this looks like a dynamic where the reason that you have to say this or explain this is you have to say it to the person that you want to work with, be around. I feel like you have to explain that to somebody. Like, say it's like, okay, there's a dynamic where, okay, I want to do business with somebody, right? Scorpio, you have to explain, okay, I'm not in love with a Aquarius. I don't love that Aquarius, or I'm not going to date the people that we do business with, or I'm not going to give my family discounts. Like, something is like, almost, you have to explain, I'm able to resist that. I'm able to, like, because that's a part of you. It's not something that you have to do. It's not hard for you to do. You're just able to hold back. So I feel like if you're trying to get a certain opportunity, you have to explain that. Maybe like somebody, maybe it's at work or in business. And it's like, yeah, I'm fine. I can remain professional. I don't have to schmooze with everybody. I don't have to be in public. Maybe somebody needs somebody to be like what is it called when somebody's like behind the scenes, like a silent partner or something like that? You're like, yeah, I'm fine with being behind the scenes. That's cool. I don't need to be in public or something like that. All right, what's the outcome for you? Mystery. So I guess you're gonna hide that. What else is hidden here? I mean, that's the secret behind it. All right. That was Scorpio. Sagittarius is next, y'all. I'm gonna do a little intermission real quick. I've been on here for a long time. Not that long. I'm just going to the restroom. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Oh my gosh, I forgot to take this microphone off. So thank goodness I muted it. Let me see. All right, so I should have took it off. All right, Scorpios. I'm sorry, Sagittarius. Sagittarius. We just did Scorpio, so we got Sag, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces left. Oh, I just saw this. Add you on Discord. All right, y'all. Y'all can hear me, right? Make sure y'all can hear me. All right, Sagittarius. Let's see. What's this situation? What's the most important situation surrounding my Sagittarius is? Let's see. Okay, transition. So that came out as Libra. All right. You could be dealing with a Libra. Your energy didn't really come out there. But this could be something else, but transition. Moving from one state to the other. What's the starting point here? Okay, luck. So there's an opportunity. What are we transitioning to? Or like a literal location or something, relocating. What are we transitioning to? Sexuality. Okay, so there's an opportunity. Somebody's leaving behind an opportunity to partner up with someone else. Okay, yeah, there's intuition. Okay. Changing opportunities, changing locations. All right, what role do you play here, Sagittarius? Okay, vision. All right, so you're observing something. You can see something clearly. All right, what are you able to see or what are you observing here, Sagittarius? Ambition. Okay, so it could be something with a Virgo ambition. I mean, Virgos rule ambition, but you literally see a pattern. You see something building up, or you can see something about ambition working. Okay. Yeah, you see ambition, love, and truth. So I feel like you can see the truth about love versus work or something like that. Okay, what should you do with the information that you can see? Let's see. No, these are general. We're on Sagittarius. All right, what are you going to do with the information that you can see here? Okay, defense. Okay, so you're going to block something out. You can see a pattern, so you're going to stop it, or you see the truth about like working ambition, so you're actually going to stop something or block it. Well, okay, what are you blocking out here, Sagittarius? If it's a repetitive pattern, you're like, okay, I'm going to stop doing this or something like that. But what are you blocking out? Power and self-esteem. Okay, so you're going to stop allowing, I don't know if this is you, you're not going to allow somebody to make you feel insecure. Okay. What other energy should you be in? Okay, change. All right. What do you so this could be a pattern that you do. So you're like, I'm gonna stop letting somebody make me feel insecure. I'm gonna stop letting somebody make me feel different. All right, but let's see. What else are you currently doing? And we're gonna see what you're gonna change it into. What are you currently doing? Okay, mood. What are you gonna change it into? So don't be sad or sit around or be bored. Like there's no need to be sad here. What are you changing this into? Emotions. Oh, truth. Okay, you're going to see the truth about emotions. So if you're sad about something, don't be, because you're going to see the truth about it. What might be bothering you or making you sad, or I'm also getting too, it could be something stagnant, but what might be making you sad here? And then we'll see what the truth is. Angel, courage, and personality. You don't want to have to be yourself. You're being yourself. Okay, guidance. People are watching you. You're being yourself. Okay. Okay. Well, all right. So emotions are temporary. So if there's something that you have to do, like I'm a sad, so it's like me being on here. I don't. Maybe somebody would say something mean, rude, or like it's hard. Maybe you feel like you're different than other people. So that could be why the self-esteem came out. You feel like you're left out or you're different than other people. Maybe some because that's odd. Okay, that's okay. So what's the truth about emotions? The what that you see here? Resistance and humor. Yeah, make something funny or have fun doing it, or like you can. How do I explain that? It's almost like your mind is what stops you from being happy or makes you happy or sad, right? So like you can think of something that makes you cry. Actors do that all the time, or you can sit there and think about something really sad, you'll get sad. So, okay, let's get a card. So you're being yourself. I mean, angel courage and personality and guidance is like people are listening to that, or you're okay being yourself. That now I don't know what the luck transition and sexuality part has to do with it, but we'll see. Or ooh, Yeah, don't like resist being happy, or don't resist doing things that make you happy. So this is the thing too, vision and ambition. If you're focused on something and you're trying to work on something, you can have both, or like have a balance here. All right. Or do, have fun while you're working, or enjoy something while you're working. All right, so let's get 8 cards. Oh, there's a Temperance right there. Okay, the Star card. So this could be an Aquarius or groups of people, but you got the Star card, the Two of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands. You're allowing an Aquarius, or you're allowing groups of people to outweigh you. You're the Queen of Wands. The Two of Cups, the Four of Swords. You're talking to somebody, and then there's the Four of Swords. Okay, the World. But that's over. Okay. You got 2 coming out. You got the 2. You have all these elements. There's something ending about the dynamic or the cause of an Aquarius, or the cause of other people around you. There's a 6 of Wands. There's the group of people. There's a Justice. Okay. I'm also getting 2. Don't go between, like, don't go from an Aquarius to a Libra. They had transition too. What is the Star card here? And you're letting that like outweigh something that you're doing. Yeah, exactly what I said. Okay, intuition. What is your intuition already telling you, Sagittarius? Okay, to focus on what? Yeah, creating versatility and respect. So creating something for yourself. What comes to an end here with the World card? I feel like too, here you are right here, but it's almost like you don't, if it's mood, you don't like that people want to see you. It definitely has to deal with people. Okay. What comes to an end here with the World card? You're not allowing something to outweigh you anymore. Okay, resistance. What were you resisting? Oh, defiance. Okay. You're like, I don't want to go against an Aquarius, or I don't want to go against everybody else. Aquarius rules groups of people, and it's Saturn ruled. And that's what's outweighing the Queen of Wands. Literally, you're allowing that to outweigh something. Like this would, something gives you peace here, the Four of Swords. All right, so you were resisting defiance. You're resisting not listening. What are you told to do, or what is the rule here that everybody else follows? Oh, knowledge. The rule is knowledge. What? What do you want to do instead? Maybe everybody thinks that this person, or everybody is supposed to know the same thing or do the same thing. What are you going to do instead with defiance? Oh, voice. Okay. No, knowledge is kind of odd. So what are you talking about? What are you going to say here? And I'm going to see what the effect is with justice. What are you going to say or speak on? Because it actually brings balance. All right, yeah, strength, pride, and inspiration again. First of all, you're supposed to not, yeah, there's either like a Leo has too much pride to listen to an Aquarius, or you should have the Six of Wands. You should have too much pride to listen to other people. When you speak up on this, what is this going to cause for you with justice? What does this cause for you? You got superstition, style, hustle, and then peace. What? I'm confused. Let's see. What does this cause for you? Let's see. So you're going to stop resisting. You're going to speak out about yourself. I feel like with knowledge, it's like you already know something, but you're not speaking on it. All right. So, all right. What does this cause for you? What's the outcome for you? The Seven of Swords was your advice yesterday. The Moon, the Seven of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups. You're able to do something. It's a shortcut. You're able to do something. I'm also getting to, you're going to observe somebody else getting away with something or being sneaky. I don't know. Let's see. What do you observe here? Passion, that Libra reading. Does this have to do with a Libra? Yeah, passion and self-love. This is interesting. Okay. You started out with intuition though, so don't forget that. Don't forget your intuition. You got angel, courage, personality, and guidance though. What part of your personality are you able to show? Maybe that's somebody else then. Maybe mood might be somebody else. All right, spirituality, what you believe in. You're sharing a belief here. So this could be something as simple as like talking to people one-on-one. Maybe it's a belief system about something else and you're like, yeah, I believe in blah, blah, blah. Because I feel like with knowledge, you could be holding it in. Okay. All right, y'all. My voice is giving out. Speaking of talking, I might not make it all the way through, y'all. What we got? Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces left. Let's see. I could do it. Uh. Capricorns. This is why I go backwards, because towards the end, then I be getting tired and stuff. All right, Capricorns. What's the situation for my Capricorns here? Resistance. Okay, what are we resisting in your reading, Capricorns? Mystery. Okay, so you don't want something to be a secret. You don't want something to be hidden or somebody else. Okay, what other role do you play here? Or you're resisting the unknown? Okay, sexuality. That has to do with that Sag reading. You could be paired up with somebody. All right, what energy do you need to be in? Or you have like a certain desire, certain things that you want to do? All right, what other energy do you need to be in here, Capricorns? Finesse. Okay, so you should do something sneaky. You should go ahead and take that loophole. If there's a loophole that you can come up with, go ahead and do it. Also, this is like a backup plan. Let's see, what do you need to plan for here? Luck and opportunity. So an opportunity is going to come to you. It may seem like a shortcut. Take it. Take the shortcut. What opportunity will you have here, Capricorns? Opportunity to do what? I'm also getting like plan for time, plan ahead. Okay, power. You're going to have the opportunity. Okay, yeah, power and power. You're going to have an opportunity to speak up on something. So take that opportunity. Resisting mystery. What's supposed to be hidden? Knowledge. Okay. Resisting hidden knowledge. Resisting the fact that we already know something. I'm also getting to, if this is you, you're like, no, I want to find out. So take that shortcut. You're going to have a shortcut to maybe share something here. All right, let's see. Let's get 8 cards. Six of Pentacles. There's your opportunity. You're about to receive it. So be ready for it is what I'm getting. Okay, you got the Five of Swords, a Magician. I feel like somebody may not want you to get an opportunity. The Death card, the Seven of Wands, the Sun. You're able to get the okay, this is weird. The opportunity is coming to you though. Where does the opportunity come from? Or plan to use your time wisely. Okay, personality. You being out there. I feel like because this is power right here, so people can see you. What part of your personality is showing? Okay, ambition, what you're working towards. All right. What's blocked? But the Seven of Wands, I don't really like that because I don't want something to be blocked out. What's being created with the Magician? Spirituality, focus on potential and confidence. Okay. So able to see your own potential in yourself, being able to use your own resources. What's blocked out though? What are we blocking? Dominance. Scorpio had dominance. And here they are right here, the Death card. You're okay. What's blocking out the Scorpio energy, or what's blocking out dominance? Okay, courage. All right. So if you're not afraid, somebody doesn't really have control over you. What is somebody trying to dominate or control? That would only work if you're afraid. What you create. Somebody's like trying to control what you create for yourself or who you're around. What else do you have the courage to do here? To focus. Okay, on healing. All right. Looks like a trap mindset. There's intuition. So you have the courage to make sure that you sorry, let me slow down. I'm stuttering. You have the courage to focus enough to heal like a perspective around following your own intuition. You're like, no, I know I'm right, or I know I can trust myself. Because you have like a trap perspective. I feel like you have a repetitive cycle of not believing in yourself. What else is your intuition telling you to do here, Capricorns? Because remember, your thing is finesse. You're going to need like a loophole, or you're going to be able to find a loophole. What else is your intuition telling you to do in this scenario, like today and tomorrow? Yeah, perspective. So you know that something is all perspective. You know that it's how you view something. Perspective on what here? I feel like it's on yourself, or but what else? Perspective on what else? So you are manifesting an opportunity. It's coming to what you see, vision. Okay. I don't know if this is like dreams or something that you're planning for yourself, something you envision for yourself, but you are able to see this. You are able to, your intuition is going to be strong. Don't worry about that. All right. So just continue what you're working on. What do you see here, and how do you view? I want to clarify this because with intuition, I always want to make sure y'all really following it. But what are you observing? It could be an Aquarius or a group of people, inspiration. How do you view this when you don't follow your intuition? Or it could be like an idea that inspires you, but how do you view this when you don't follow your intuition? Okay, as humor, as maybe a joke, funny. ironic, maybe even as a fantasy. How do you view it when you are following your intuition? Ooh, sorry, my nose itching. How do you view it when you do follow your intuition? Okay, passion. Okay. So I feel like it's inspiration. It's time to take action. What's the outcome for you, Capricorns? Defiance. Yeah, I see the Five of Swords. Do not, there's an opportunity here that don't go against this opportunity. Maybe somebody else is trying to make you feel like it's a bad opportunity, but prepare for that opportunity to come to you with luck, or you're planning to make sure that you're using your time wisely, okay? All right, Aquarius is next. Oh, let me see something real quick. All right, so we're doing Aquarius and Pisces, y'all. So these are the last two. These are the last two here. And then I'm not going to talk for the rest of the night and tomorrow. No, I'm just playing. I'm going to be talking. My voice going to be gone. That's all good. Sorry, y'all got to listen to me with this messed up voice. All right, Aquarius. What's the center of the reading for my Aquarius is? Yourself, inspiration, or another Aquarius. Okay. What about, it could be another Aquarius if you're dealing with one, or, but let's just focus it on you then. So what about you, Aquarius? Okay, knowledge. Okay, so you have information, you have knowledge. All right, what do you have information on? What do you already know? Okay, power. Either you already know your own true power. I know Capricorn had the opportunity to have power or say something here. All right. But you already know your own power. Okay. Or this could be somebody else. What other energy should you be in here, Aquarius? Where you know that a Capricorn is powerful. Okay, so you should be in finesse too. So that's why Capricorn is coming out. You and Capricorn are on the same kind of boat. You can take, so if you already know your power, I feel like you're allowed to take a shortcut. All right, but this is also like planning ahead, making sure that something doesn't get blocked out. What do you need to plan for here, Aquarius? Vision. Who had that? Sagittarius? Sagittarius did have you as the first card. And I feel like they're going to end up having to focus either on themselves or speaking out on something. But you need to plan for somebody to see something. You need to plan for somebody for it to be visible. Now, finesse also with the Seven of Swords could be like getting caught doing something. So just be careful with that. But I feel like if you have a vision for yourself, plan for that vision. What are we seeing here? What are we observing? Okay, we got respect and peace. You got Taurus energy. There's courage and healing. So somebody is able, yeah, that was connectivity and intuition. That was a Pisces and the Sag together. So this is the thing. Somebody is able to follow their intuition. So just plan for that. All right, yeah, I feel like something has to deal with courage. Yeah. Intuition, courage, and innovation. What's the outcome of your plan for you? All right, so you need to make sure that somebody can see this or something like that. The outcome is resistance. Okay, what is going to be resisted here? Resistance again and focus. Okay. And the Ten of Wands. Yeah, do something. If you can find a loophole, do something the easy way. All right, let's get 8 cards for you. Then we're going to do Pisces. Okay, you got the Fool card, the Empress, Knight of Pentacles. All right, the Two of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, and then the Emperor. So we got Empress and Emperor energy with the Fool. Interesting, because I feel like that's why you're the center of your reading. You need to see something about yourself, but I don't see you here just yet. What are you able to create with the Empress and the Emperor? Now, you have the Empress, the Emperor, the Queen of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles. So it's like masculine and feminine. Something could be paired up. What's your energy down here in these 8 cards? The Strength. So you may need to watch the Leo reading. Let me write that down. Also, Leo is opposite of your sign. So you may be doing something the opposite of what you would normally do. Okay, but you have strength here. You have power. What is the Fool card? Mood. That was Sagittarius. And you came out in their reading. All right, but they know to change that or they know to switch something up. What is the Empress? I'm going to figure out what the Nine of Wands is too. Okay, you got humor, hustle. Okay, there's intuition. All right, so the intuition ends up coming out anyway. What are we at the Nine of Wands about? What is offensive or what's bothering us? Guidance. What are people being guided by, or what is somebody listening to here? Fluidity. And what are they guided to do? Okay, yeah, that's odd. Oh, sexuality, innovation, and ambition. All right, so it looks like there's a masculine and feminine working together. And that's offensive. What bothers somebody in this reading? Okay, self-love. That's odd. Yes, self-esteem and power. This is why I go backwards, because now you're reading. I know I pulled intuition, but now it doesn't make sense. But you have finesse here. So at the end of the day, take a shortcut. All right, let's see. What are you going to do in finesse real quick? If you're the Strength card, you could also be repeating something over and over again. What are you repeating? Okay, order. What do you repetitively put first here, Aquarius? Okay, so you see the truth. What do you see the truth about? Okay, emotions, personality, and confidence. All right. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna have to do this. I gotta finish it tomorrow, y'all. Let's see. What do you need to do in finesse? The Magician. What are you able to create? What's the result here? You are able to manipulate something. The Strength again. All right. So you're the Strength card. I don't want you to get manipulated with the Magician and Strength, but let's see what the cause is. Okay, you're about to cause a tower, literally. You're about to cause a shift out of nowhere. Okay, I pulled a lot of cards. So You're literally about to cause like something to shake up or change completely. I feel like it's completely unexpected, or it could also be a shift in your mindset. What was going on before? What's expected? Like something causes a complete shakeup. Okay, so what's expected is superstition. What's actually going to occur here as a result of the tower that you cause? Literally, you cause a tower. Okay, determination and focus. What are we able to? So now somebody's gonna. You cause somebody to shift their focus. Maybe somebody was really nervous here. Let me get some of these because I pulled so many for your reading. I wanted it to be clearer. What does somebody start to focus on? Or they become very determined? Okay, innovation. But I feel like because you're creating something, they decide to focus on that too. All right, but you are about to cause a shift. Okay. Or you're able to, if you're wondering, you are able to change that shift here. All right, Pisces, last but not least. And then I'm hungry. So I got to go eat something else. I had some miso soup. All right, Pisces. Last but not least, make sure y'all join the WAP page, the Tarot Circle, for personal readings. All right, what's the scenario surrounding the Pisces? What's the situation surrounding the Pisces? Okay, guidance. All right, who are we guided by here, Pisces? Resistance. Okay, a couple of people came out as resistance, but I'm not sure. What are we guided to do here? This could be other people as well. It doesn't have to be you. Oh, okay, intuition. All right, so we're guided to follow our intuition, and I feel like that comes as a result of resisting something else. All right, what are we resisting here? And that keeps our intuition clear. Okay, distractions with fight coming out. We're resisting distractions, or we're resisting conflict or fighting. All right, what else is our intuition telling us to do with instinct? So we're going to resist distractions. This could also be, I'm going to tell you this, like maybe resisting drinking, smoking, something like that. Like it may have your intuition clearer, your mind clearer. All right, what is your intuition telling you? Okay, angel, Sagittarius, perspective, self-esteem, and courage. And in truth, okay. So I said that the way I view the self-esteem card is being left out, being isolated, being the only one, maybe being uncomfortable. So that's why you have courage and truth. All right, so I'm gonna put those back because that's a lot of cards. All right, but our intuition can also be telling us to have patience, take our time. What role do you play here, Pisces? Okay, so you're healing. All right, what was the issue before? Okay, something that you were focused on, determined. You were really determined. You really wanted something. What were you determined to have, or what were you focused on, Pisces? Okay, pride. I feel like you really wanted to show something off, or you're extremely focused on being like this is the Six of Wands, so you want people to see something, right? Again, when I say perspective on self-esteem, that's the Nine of Wands to me. That's like being isolated. But you're really focused on people seeing you. You want to be seen, or you may want to show off, or okay. What are you healing this into? Or you're really determined to like prove a point here. So you're healing it into skill. You have Libra. Yeah, change and versatility. What does the temperance have to do? What does angel have to do with this? What role do they play? Because we got they're resisting distractions. Oh, okay, skill. So they may already be doing this. Yeah, skill, order, and emotions. So they're doing something logically before allowing their emotions to get into something. Um, because let's remember they're resisting distraction, they're resisting a conflict, they're guided to follow their intuition. What is their intuition telling them? Angel, temperance, patience, logic. So I feel like at first you're focused on like showing something off, or now you're going to focus on skill. They're kind of already doing it. What other energy should you be in here? Okay, dominance. Yeah, what do you need to dominate or control? Okay, courage. You got courage twice. All right, yeah. So try to control like your nervousness. That could be why emotions is here. Maybe you feel anxiety, emotions. All right, let's get 8 cards here. Okay, now the star card's coming out first in your reading, just like Sagittarius. I'm going to write that down. So maybe you both are dealing with an Aquarius or both dealing with the same person. Again, Aquarius can be groups of people. So here's an Aquarius. They're in their home. They're going to be generous and they're giving something. There's a temperance. So in their reading, it was like, okay, this Aquarius outweighs what I'm trying to do or something like that. There's a Knight of Cups, 9 of Cups, and then the 4 of Pentacles. What is the Aquarius doing in your reading? What's the star card? Or it could be other people. Okay, humor. What do they find humorous, or what are they laughing at, or they're enjoying something? Okay, passion. Oh, it might be sex. I don't know. All right, so what is the temperance doing in these 8 cards? And I'm going to see what you're doing here, or what it has to do with you. They're being themselves, personality. All right, what part of their personality are they showing? Oh, defiance. All right, so what are they going against? What's the rule here? They're going to break this rule. Transition. What are they doing instead? So they're supposed to move on. Okay, oh, they see the truth. That is Sagittarius rules the truth. Maybe somebody's like, no, just move on or let that go. But a Sag can see the truth here. What does a Sag see the truth about? Transition. So it's like, oh, move on, or and they're like, no, why do you want me to move on from that? So what do they see the truth? What's the truth here? It's a superstition. That they're like, no, that's not real. Something's not real. Something's not a real change or a real shift. There's no real movement, or you can't really, or somebody's like, no, you have to move on. Let's see what transition is. What is it? Because they're like, no, I don't really have to do that. What's the starting point? Vision. Okay, observing something, seeing something. They're supposed to transition into what? Fluidity. Yeah, and then you have self-esteem. It's like somebody's supposed to see something and just let it go, or they're supposed to see something and continue experimenting with other things, or they're supposed to feel offended or left out. What are they supposed to feel insecure about? Resistance. All right, y'all, I got to go soon. My voice giving out. All right, what's your energy in these 8 cards, Pisces? Love. What are you doing out of love here? Okay, ambition and resilience. You're doing something difficult. All right, what's the outcome here for you? All right, you got pride and luck. Don't let pride, yeah, you're focused on pride and you're missing an opportunity. So don't try so hard to fit in or be prideful. What do you have opportunity to do? Yeah, an luck. Okay. All right, so I gotta go. My voice about to give out. I'm coughing. I'm about to make some tea. Hopefully my throat don't start hurting. I don't know what's going on. I'm struggling, y'all. All right, y'all. Thank you for watching. I appreciate y'all. Sorry I be coughing in y'all ear. I'm gonna get my voice together soon. All right, y'all. Catch y'all later. Bye.